Hey guys, just figured I'd come live here for a second, talk to you directly instead of via chat. We're going to be starting Forgotten Frontiers here soon. We sounded the magic conch shell, if you will. I was a little late. I had some stuff go down while driving. Some people almost actually hit me, so that was a little, had to deal with that. So hello everyone, how's everything going? Just wanted to touch base. Been really busy this past weekend. I haven't streamed at all, which is unfortunate. I thought I was going to be off, and turns out I was not off at all. So, off work specifically. You guys can hear me, right? Right? Can someone give me some sound checks? You know, let me know. Ripperonis for the fact that we're all about to go die here in GURPS. Let's see. So yeah, tabletop game. Okay, cool, awesome. Justice let me know that you guys can hear me. So tabletop game. This is GURPS. I know Justice. I know him in real life, so he knows how tabletop games work. It's not Dungeons and Dragons, so it doesn't use a D20 set. It uses a 3D6 instead. Basically the same. So just a quick rundown, if in case there's anyone new. Might as well give you guys a Q&A and a brief intro to how GURPS works. It's 3d6. Low is good, so the lower the numbers, the better off you are. That's how they decided to do the system, so that's what it is. Let me switch to the tab here, and I can show you a couple things about my character sheet here. Just kind of go through it here. To those of you guys that have watched, y'all know Valdemar pretty well. He is the ex-Stasi PMC CEO. So unlike, we know with Dungeons and Dragons you have 6 traits. Well, with GURPS they simplified it to 4. Strength, dexterity, IQ, and health. Some of the things that we see in Dungeons and Dragons, like will, which is wisdom based, is based off of intelligence, but it's still there. Let's see. So, for example, I'll show you the skills, because skills are important in GURPS. GURPS is basically just real life stuffed into a rule book. So if you don't have the skill for it, it sucks. Basically. Let's see. So when you want to use a skill, you have the skill level. As you can tell, anyone who plays Dungeons and Dragons or other tabletops, you can actually see that my character Valdemar has really bad skills. He has a lot of them, but they're really bad. So I said earlier, you roll 3d6, and low is good. So as you can tell, 10, 12, 11, 9, most of my skills are going to be hit or miss. Because we know 9 is average. So, if your skill's 9 and you roll a bunch of d6s, you're going to be getting about 50% of them. Let's see, Jolly here says he's never been one for D&D, but you can see why people... Yeah, it's fun. It's really nice to interact and really roleplay is what makes it good. There's a lot of... But yeah, that's how the skills work. I'll go on that tangent for a second. And then... for the D&D viewers, you have advantages and disadvantages. That's like feats. Advantages are like feats, basically, but you don't get them every other level and stuff. You build your whole character to begin with, and then you get points based off of the GM discretion. So you can see here in my general tab, we started with 150, and I've gained 19 points since starting, and I have not spent 7 of them. I'm saving those 7, trying to get another point in intelligence, because that's going to affect all of my skills. Is going to make everything go up pretty much by 1. As you can see, I'm mostly IQ based, especially with these ones down here. So traits provide, you know, different things like combat reflexes, gives all of this neat stuff right here. In my case, I have a bunch of contacts. These are people that I can call to do specific things. For example, like I've seen 2 sessions ago, I got Mr. Schoenfield here to make a passport for Ollie. And then like right here, I have specific, you know, I make money just based off because of who I am. Let's see, I did not know that Borderlands 2 based the DLC off of Dungeons and Dragons. Bunkers and Badasses, that's actually really funny. I did not know they did that. I should take a look into that. And then, you know, here's my disadvantages. These actually give you points. You see it costs negative 20 points, so it gives you 20. It gives you points to put in other places. You can choose not to get any at all, but that's a good idea too. It makes characters more real. So, for example, my secret. That's not actually accurate at all. My secret is ex-Stasi member. And, you know, that makes sense. You know, it's a secret. He got himself a new ID, new life, and everything like that. But, you know, it's bad that if he's a, you know, Stasi member. So, let's see. Let me switch back to live log. The DLC Bunkers and Badass is amazing. Well, let me pull up Steam and see what's lurking in there, because I've never heard of that. But on the other hand, you guys know I'm really bad with DLC. I'm really bad with mods, and the DLC is called Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. It starts with the unassuming dog. So let's check that out. Borderlands 2 DLC. I have a bunch of DLCs. Alright, well, I own... Alright, so yeah, I own... Oh, wow, that is very D&D looking. Yes, I do have it. So, I was looking at Steam right here. So yeah, I do have it. I'll take a look into that. I think right now I'm working on the Captain Scarlet DLC, because I tried the let's see, which one? Tried one of them. I tried Sir Hammerlock's Big Game, and that was just too high for me. So Justice, I will give you one guess as to what my Steam name is, and if you get it wrong, you're never gonna get it. One guess, that's all you get. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, Justice, you got it. Look right here. It's actually, let me. Right here. Woohoo! That's my Steam name for everyone who cares. That's not something that really needs to be hidden, I guess. I'm usually a pretty private person. It's kind of amusing that I just suddenly threw myself into Twitch. You know, very, very suddenly, considering that I'm a pretty private person. We're just waiting for the assembly to happen. The other guys have not answered the conch shell. Just the GM. He's yelling at them right now. Hopefully that'll get them in here, so that way we can start playing some GURPS. GURPS, which is hysterical, by the way, generic universal role-playing system. If you had... Jolly, so how do you play your games then, Jolly? I know you have a handful of games that you play. Do you have like an Xbox or Xbox One or something like that? I've always been curious why you never offered to play Borderlands with me. Let's see. We got a handful of people in. You know, welcome everyone. Welcome to the new guys. Anyone new that's watching. I appreciate you guys coming in. We're just kind of waiting right now. I didn't really feel like just throwing up the banner. You know, stream soon starting. I don't really want to do that when I can interact with you guys. So let's see. Let's see. Justice is asked if he can play the Tiny Tina DLC. You know, I will actually say yes to that, just because Justice and I have gone back. How long have we known each other, buddy? Like 4 years now, 3 or 4 years. Let's see. All this is going on at the same time while something is going on with O-Game. We'll see how that goes. So, yeah. So let's see. Jolly's got an Xbox One. Oh yeah, the Handsome Collection. That's actually the even better version than the Collector's Edition. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, we've known each other for about 4 years now. So yeah, we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for most of it. Because I met you and you were actually not allowed to talk to me due to military regulations. You can tell I'm not in the military anymore, haha. So let's see. Yeah, I'll see you around, Jolly. Don't get too shy. We're gonna be here for probably an hour and a half or so. We have just waiting for everyone to come in. No one's coming in. Alright, cool. There's one person. We just gotta get, as we say, summon the demon. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start gearing towards GURPS here in just a second. Because we have 3 of the 4, or I guess 3 of the 5 players? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I didn't know that. Wait, hold on. I guess we lost someone. So yeah, 3 of the 4 players now. We never ended up getting the priest to join permanently, is what it looks like. So we're going to let's see if there's any any questions, feel free to shoot me a question since let's see, hold on a second. Apparently we lost the priest and I never noticed. So there's a new guy named Ray. He came in for a little bit, but then no, he's not here anymore. So let's see. I'm scrolling through the Discord channel right now to figure out what the hell just happened. Oh yeah, so he just left. Just walked out. Dang. Yikes. Yikes, Toasty apparently lost his beard. Hashtag on the rumor. The running joke with Toasty is we have no idea if he's 15 or 50. So it's just a joke. Let's see. So I don't really see any questions in the chat. I don't really know what to say right now. I kind of gave the fucking finally. Alright, so I'm going to switch gears here. We're going to go ahead and start playing GURPS. So when we're playing GURPS, it's a little bit more difficult for me to be voice on to broadcast, or like directly to the viewers. So check the chat. That's where I'm going to be doing most of my interaction with you guys specifically, because role playing takes some time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch, and fuck you, Toasty. Let's see. Dark Souls 3. I'm meaning to get into that game. Once I beat Dark Souls 2, I'm gonna play Dark Souls 3. That looks like, hopefully it's as good as Dark Souls 2. Though I've heard Dark Souls 2 is the best version. I don't really know how. If you've played both, Justice, let me know. That'd be kind of cool to know. So yeah, let's switch to GURPS. Look at this. We're on the GURPS channel. And now we'll pull up desktop audio and jump into the chat. So, thanks guys.
The best one, like,
All
by
right.
fucking who? Who the fuck says Dark Souls 2 is the best one?
I've actually heard quite a few people say that Dark Souls 2 is the best one. So I mean, I don't know. Like that's just.
Better friends.
What's that?
I'd have to ask my Dark Souls friends, but I think I've heard some people say that.
Like I think it's probably like 1/3 and 2/3, and no one likes Dark Souls 1 is what I've gathered.
No, there's always the purists. There's always the
fuck
people
are you
who are like,
talking
the
about?
first one is the best.
Well, I mean, there's always purists, but purists are the reason why.
Hold the fuck on. Dark Souls 1 is the best. First of all.
That being said, I have heard that more than Dark Souls 2 being the best.
I don't know. That's just what a couple of people say. Maybe on the other hand,
I don't
though,
know. I haven't played the Dark Souls, sadly, because they look really fun. I just never.
Oh, they are. I didn't know how fun they. I was planning on. I think there was a Steam package for all of them, and I forgot to get it, and so I never bothered.
I suggest you start with Dark Souls 2, then 3, then 1. That way you save the best for last.
Alfred, you're starting to overdo it now. But no, yeah. So one of my viewers gifted Dark Souls 2 to me. So maybe he just believes it's best, and that's why, I don't know. It is an awesome game, though. It's really great. But I think that might be part of it, is why he thinks that.
Dark Souls 2 sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Toasty, you're not allowed an opinion. It took you forever to join us.
Sucks ass. Didn't take me a
The
fucking
categories.
hour. It took me 5 minutes. Fuck you, dude.
It took you literally forever. I've been waiting here for like 30 minutes now, saying I'm ready to go.
Oh gosh, it's almost like we've been waiting here for 2 hours, waiting for you to show up.
I'm sorry. I had to talk to the police.
No, you're fucking not. You're not sorry. You know it. You
I
fucking
actually
are.
am. I would much rather be playing GURPS than talking to the police.
What'd they do this time? You beating your girlfriend again?
No,
Have you stopped
Jesus.
beating your wife yet?
I don't have a wife.
Good synergy, guys.
All right.
Oh
Well,
man,
I'm
I
gonna
really
go
hope all
cry.
the stream guys just fucking got a part of that.
Yeah, because the stream is live and they all heard you.
Oh.
Don't
That's
worry,
a,
guys.
That's a classic catch-22.
Joshua
I mean, yeah,
has
it's
never
definitely
stopped
catch 22.
girlfriend.
What's
Because
that?
he's never
Because
had
if you
a girl.
say, yes, I've stopped beating my whatever,
Yeah,
that you used to do it.
Yeah, you can't say
no.
yes and you can't say no because
You're fucked.
because if you say no, you get swatted.
Don't worry,
You
Joshua.
get swatted
no one
anyways,
fucks you.
because everybody hates me.
I mean,
Like, oh hey, look, we're live. Call 911.
oh, here we go. Someone commented, Dark Souls 1 is the classic. Dark Souls 3 is the prettiest and easiest to play. Dark Souls 2 is kind of on its own thing, do the rework of how everything... So I guess Dark Souls 2 suffered the same fate that Mass Effect 2 suffered. You
What
have
do
the, you have
Mass
the pure...
Effect 2?
Like the second one.
No, see,
The
no,
best
no,
part is-
Okay,
let
now
me
hold
explain
on.
that position.
The first part you fucked up on was saying that Mass Effect sucks in general.
I
That's
never
where you're
said that.
wrong.
I literally never said that, and you guys wouldn't even let me finish my statement.
I don't think
Because you have the purists... Shut up for a second. You have the purists for Mass Effect 1. And they say that Mass Effect 1 is the only good one and the rest sucks, right? Then you have Mass Effect 2, which changed how everything worked. And then Mass Effect 3, which is the prettiest of all of them. Like, it literally looks the best. I mean, that's due to upgrading of graphics, of course, but Mass Effect 3 is easier to play than Mass Effect 2. I just thought that was a really good analogy. It is the same thing. And I never said Mass Effect sucks. It is literally my favorite system. I have almost 600 hours logged into all 3 of them. So shut the fuck up.
How dare you play Mass Effect that
by the
much?
way, I like you said all 3 of them. That is the correct answer.
What do you mean?
They released a 4th one. Which, you know.
Oh yeah, we don't
No,
talk about that. We don't
What
talk
fucking-
about that.
We don't talk about that redheaded
What the
stepchild.
fuck is a 4th Mass Effect? When the fuck did this happen?
I remember a mistake,
What?
but not a 4th one.
You talking about the?
So, to anyone who really likes Mass Effect Andromeda, I've actually never played it. I don't think I will play it. I'm not really
You know,
sure. Mixed
I
feelings.
heard there was some stuff good about it. They just tried to do too much with too little.
I also heard they just pushed it too early. It
They
needed
pushed
like
it
6
way
months.
too early. Yeah.
I don't know though. I haven't played it. I actually have
That
kept
usually
myself.
kind of happens when you.
Not
almost
only
get
did they
bored.
push it way too fast, but it was a company who hadn't made a game in the series before. You know, they're trying their own thing, and they were being really ambitious. They had some
Yeah.
really great ideas, but
Actually
from what
kept
I
myself.
understand,
I've kept myself very spoiler free of Andromeda so far.
Oh, that's fine. There's nothing to spoil.
I was going to say there's not a lot of story.
Yikes.
from what I
Okay.
heard.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna give because I did hear it was really buggy, so I was actually gonna give it a full year for patches and maybe a Steam sale or something like that, and then I was gonna pick it up and try it out. We'll see.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I played
It's
30
already
hours,
interesting.
and like, I'm not sure what I would spoil to you. Like, I can't think of a single thing that I would tell you that you'd be like, oh, that like impacts my enjoyment of the story. Probably a bad thing.
Oh yikes! Well,
Because there's only one real question.
I-
What story?
so my streamers might have heard my Facebook. I was meaning to mute that, but so I went to Facebook, and the very first thing, I'll put it in the Discord for you guys. It's actually really funny. Check out what one of my
And
friends right
this
here
is
shared.
why we use XSplit.
They're
So-
not lying. It
So the
really-
title says Mass Effect Andromeda is officially so bad it killed a studio. And I just because that's really ironic based off of what we were just talking about right now.
All right. Anyway, let's not kill any more time because Joshua, Toasty.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Toasty.
I
Specifically,
went
not
away
Alfred.
for like 5 minutes to do fucking dishes.
And
the game
apparently,
starts
your
then.
computer decided to commit suicide in the process.
No, I just didn't have it on.
All right, so the whole thing is Toasty's fault because he wasn't prepared. Right. Moving on.
Exactly. Alrighty. So, last we left off, we had
Somebody's getting a combat knife to the urethra.
Jesus. Okay, so last we left off, we had split party. We had 2 side plots, which was Joshua stuck in a submarine under the water,
Yep, right here.
and Toasty and Flemmer are in a helicopter that is currently in the very long process of crashing,
Yeah, I was gonna say a
Or-
dying helicopter.
or as we like to call it, auto-rotation.
Well, no, the main rotor works. The main rotor works. We're not on auto
Yeah.
rotation yet.
Well, that's true.
I only
Not
know
yet.
auto rotation from somebody fucking up in Arma.
Auto rotation is
Yikes.
fantastic.
Auto-rotation. Yes. Alright, cool. We're going to start with Joshua.
Why me? Yeah, we did get
Okay.
fucking nuked.
Okay, we're going to start
Twice.
with Toasty and Flemmer.
Okay.
Because apparently Joshua is a little bitch.
No, I mean, I don't care. I was just like,
My
why me? That
fucking
was all.
stats.
Alrighty, so Grisha and Flemmer.
And all of the divers and the one-eyed co-pilot now and everything. We're just
Can,
One
uh,
eyed
can-
pilot and the 3 Black Ops dudes that we just picked up. Like, hey, dude, come here.
4. There's 4 of them and 2 dead bodies.
Actually, just a second. I need to resolve this.
Resolve what? What happened?
The fact, I realized I didn't actually roll a chi test for them. It was possible one could survive if they rolled, say, under a 5.
One did.
One did indeed. 4 dead bodies, 1 guy who's missing an eye and part of his head, but is still alive, and 1 dead body.
So you should probably perform some
The
emergency.
fucking. Hold on. The guy.
You rolled a 4. That's pretty
He
impressive.
lived?
Yeah, he got he got domed, like canoed, and he's still alive.
It can happen. He's gonna have brain
Can both?
I mean, it happened to Aldo.
Are
That was a
either of
little
you
bit-
in the back with him?
No, I'm flying. I
Toasty?
think I'm the only pilot still coming.
Don't have first aid.
That's fine. Can you roll me a perception check, Toasty?
Yeah.
God no. And we're
13.
killed
All right.
with the devil gun.
So you don't have first aid, but you're still, trying to do your best at making sure he's not dying. The other guys do know first aid, so they're kind of doing their thing. And as you're holding him down, because he's in a lot of pain right now, you notice the glint of gold inside his wound.
Where?
It's right above where his eye used to be.
Like, is it in his brain?
You can't tell if it's in his brain right now. There's too much blood, really.
Just a big bloody soupy lasagna.
So I just caught a glint of gold in the soup of brain mush.
Basically, yeah.
I go, oh, that's not a good.
No dip, he just lost
The,
this, like half his
The
head.
three of the men are too busy holding him down, and they're screaming and all that. The guy currently operating looks at you and says, "What?"
He's got the gold in his head, and that's not good, man. That shit spreads and eats you.
He looks at you like, "What the fuck?" What
Seriously,
are
I
you
thought you
talking
would
about?
stop asking questions after I shot down a nuke with a fucking revolver.
That's a good point.
He shrugs and says, "Fair enough. What do you want to do?"
Shoot the gold out! No, that's a joke. Don't
No,
shoot him
what's-
twice in the head.
I was like, who's got the steadiest hand here?
Probably the one flying the helicopter.
What's your dexterity?
My dex is 13.
Yikes, you are slippery sloth.
Yeah, you probably have the highest dex of all of them.
Alright, so they all just look at me.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you've also not been in the middle of combat for like the last five or 10 minutes, so
There, so I reach out and it's like, anybody got tweezers or something?
One of the guys hands you a knife.
I hold it off. I pull out Aldo's knife. Because it's
Alright.
it gives me bonuses. I think you said it was fine.
Fair
so-
enough. Yep, fair enough.
On Steel 8,
Um,
most knives are probably fine.
So, well, his is especially fine. It's like made of the
Especially
good-
fine.
It's fucking gold inlaid.
No gold anymore.
It's
No
not
gold, no
inlaid,
gold.
But it's made of like
No gold.
It's made out of like good steel,
Yeah,
like not just
Titanium
like
knife.
stainless
So
steel.
like Damascus?
A titanium knife.
Titanium
no,
knife.
more like-
showpiece.
More like 530 cm, something like that.
Yeah, a good high
good
carbon steel.
Right. Anyway, we digress.
What
Yeah.
what bonuses am I looking at here to this knife check?
So it's a +1. What are you trying to do exactly?
I'm gonna cut out the gold.
Okay. Roll me a straight dexterity check, because this isn't so much knife as you not fucking it up with your hand. You'll get a +1 for the quality of the knife.
Alright, so it's just regular straight dex, no minuses?
Straight dex.
Alright, straight dex, 14 or less. I rolled a 14.
Yikes!
All right. Well, it takes a little bit more wiggling and that you'd like. Give me 1 second.
Especially when you're digging around in someone's brain.
Okay. So it takes a little bit more wiggling than you'd like. You do get the piece of gold out, but it was kind of lodged in and it flies directly at your face. And you dislodge it. Can you roll me a dodge check?
Yeah. So this is completely unmodified dodge here because of I'll roll a
Yes.
dodge and retreat, so it's 12 or less. Fuck you, dude.
All right. So yeah. So the gold impacts right below your eye.
Wait, I got a
it's-
plan.
Hmm?
Can I make an acrobatics check to see if I can get a +2 from it?
This is
yeah,
allowed.
No, there's no way you can make an acrobatic dodge in this environment.
Fuck!
I guess that's fair. You are in a tumbling helicopter.
Well, not really tumbling, kind
You're
of
in a
like
tumbling
slow.
helicopter. You're crouching. There's 4 guys around you. You're crouching over one kind of nearly dead guy. There's no way you're in acrobatics here.
Okay.
Okay, so it hits you right below the eye on your cheek, and it sticks in. Can you roll me a 1d3?
Yeah. Damn it. Fuck you. Got it.
All right, yeah. So you can feel that that like as soon as it hits your face and gets like in through your skin, it starts spreading through your blood. You can feel it. It spreads very slowly though. You take 1 point of HP damage.
Alright, do I have any holy water or anything?
Not on you, I don't think, unless you kept some.
I kept as much as I could and could have stocked up, but we never could have gone through with that because our local priest is gone now.
Right, yeah.
And I do have a holy symbol, but
Not gonna help, sadly.
yeah. So I'll leave that to you to decide if I still have some left over or not.
Well, do you take it out of your face first?
Well, no, it's spreading into my blood, so yeah, I'll use the
Right.
knife to get it out of my face, and then I'll use the.
Okay. Can you roll me a
Yes.
dex check at -2? Or
Fuck.
prying something out of your face?
For prying something.
I rolled
out
a
of your face.
14 again.
That's all you've rolled.
Okay, well,
Oh no!
Nothing but 14s. Fuck.
Remember when this happened like 3 sessions
Well,
ago? He rolled nothing but 14s.
you don't quite stab your eye out, but you don't really have very much success going at it with a knife. It's kind of unnerving seeing it's right next to your eyeball.
It'll help you to get it off of my face.
Can you roll me another 1d3?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
It's a lot better than the previous one. Or actually, that's the same. Never mind.
You take another 1 damage.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to help you. Oh, look at that. So one of the guys takes a knife and kind of lays you down and starts cutting away at your face. It's extremely painful. Can you roll me an HG check?
He has high pain
High
threshold.
pain
Remember?
threshold.
Oh, yes, you have high pain threshold, right.
He loves
I guess
it.
It's coming so
Right, well,
handy.
you don't have to roll. You don't give a shit. You don't give a shit. There's
No, he
nothing
has
to
to roll to see whether he likes it or not.
I'm
No.
not fuck you. Actually,
No.
I think I do have to roll. I think just high pain threshold
What?
gives me bonuses.
Okay.
Three
Okay,
or
well-
+5.
I think it's +5, yeah. Alright, well, what stays in the brothels in Lisbon stays in the brothels in Lisbon.
Fuck you guys. Alright, let's see here. High pain threshold. Yeah, I get
Mhm.
+3.
Okay. That seems reasonable.
So I don't get a +1 to this from fit, do I?
No, I think it's a will check.
Oh, it's a will check?
Yeah,
Well,
because
he
it's,
fucking crushed it.
Alright, well, either way, yeah, you crushed that. So yeah, you managed to stay perfectly still. They kind of go carving your face away a bit. They get the bullet out. You can also feel that that they've taken away basically a chunk of your face rather than like just taking the bullet out. So you can feel that there isn't any gold going through your blood anymore right now.
Can I try to pick the gold out? And or do I have any holy water so I can splash it on there to get the gold out and then try to get my face back on?
I don't think you have any more holy water unless you rest them in your canteen, and I think you're gonna need a bit more than slapping it back on to get your face on.
That's true. How much of my face did I lose though?
He could beat his face.
It's not too much. It's just like a little chunk. Roll me a 1d3.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a slightly larger amount than you think at first glance. It's basically just taking out like the roundness of your cheek, basically. On one of your cheeks.
Yeah, fuck it. Pick it up, throw it out the window.
Alrighty. Flemmer.
Get in the first aid kit.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Face.
There is now Grisha DNA all over the ocean.
Flemmer, while Toasty is doing his thing in the back, you hear a lot of screaming and all that. You are attempting to fly a helicopter without most of its tail.
You said it was just a messed up tail rotor.
It was a messed up tail rotor. Then you got hit by a shockwave of a nuclear blast.
So now it's most of the tail.
Tail off.
Oh, we're fucked.
Sad face.
Then, you know,
Okay. Fun.
can you roll me a helicopter piloting check?
Yes.
Alrighty. So you managed to keep it mostly under control. But you're kind of stuck in a position. You don't think you can like really tilt the helicopter very much or turn it very much to without basically dipping it right into the ocean.
Well, I'm just gonna apply collective up and power and get as much altitude as possible.
All right, yeah. The good news is that you already got a lot of altitude because you decided to fly high when you saw the missiles coming.
Yes.
So you managed to get a little bit higher. But you're kind of approaching the maximum, which the helicopter is really comfortable.
Right.
And once you get there, you don't really think you can go any higher in good conditions, but especially in these conditions, you're kind of starting to be afraid the helicopter is going to just break apart on you.
Ole,
What?
call fucking Jane or
I'm a little busy trying to fly a wounded bird here.
throw me the set phone in.
We're in separate compartments.
I'm pretty sure there's a rear hatch that you can go through to the cockpit.
I think there's a door. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like
Alright,
a small
well,
little
for-
rear.
For simplicity's sake, I'll hand that back.
Alright.
Um,
Is Jane's number
Can I tell
on
you
here?
my plan? Probably
Go
not.
ahead.
Is Jane's number in there? No, Joshua's number is in there though.
Yeah, you could call him.
I'm gonna call his goofy ass.
Okay.
So it's about 1,200 kilometers to Cape Verde. Historically, someone has been able to fly with straight line flight for at least 30 minutes before he found a good landing place without a tail rotor. I don't remember what helicopter it was, but I have found that. It is technically possible with enough altitude as long as you don't lose it at low speed. The problem is that's a 3.5-hour flight. So we're going to look at basically fatigue and everything from trying.
I was gonna say, don't get sleepy. Get the cocaine shots if you have it.
Okay. Can you also roll me a 1d10, Flemmer?
Yeah, I can do that.
And you want to roll low here?
That's
Second.
about as low as you can get.
Yeah. So as you're going through all the systems, you're doing a checklist to make sure nothing else gets damaged. It seems like really the only thing is your tail. Everything else seems fine.
Good.
Honest question, Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if he had rolled a 10?
I would use luck.
Let's say luck didn't work.
If you rolled 3 10s, I would have said that the rotor falls off. The main rotor.
The helicopter just fucking implodes. Rocks fall. Your ass is dead.
Rather, I'd tell him something like, in 30 minutes, you feel like the rotor is going to fall off.
Right.
Fuck.
But anyway, I'm gonna, using the altitude and everything, I'm gonna try and turn this in and use every little bit of, what's the terms? I can't find it. But anyway, I'm gonna try and make it to Cape Verde. I don't think we can make a 5-hour flight. So 3.5.
Okay.
Right, we're somewhere in here is what
so-
I'm gonna try.
Right, so this is kind of going to be an endurance thing. So I'm going to have you roll 7 piloting tests as the game goes on.
Yikes.
Roll me your first one now.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you managed to very slowly and gently steer the helicopter about 30 degrees to your south. And you're pretty sure you're pointed towards Cape Verde now.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be checking my maps and everything and running fuel numbers and making sure this is how long
Okay.
it should take and everything. You know, I got my GPS out. Trying to navigate.
Okay, and Toast, you're calling Joshua, right?
Yep.
All right, switching to Joshua.
Hello.
No, the co-pilot is like unconscious in the back with you because he is missing an eye and part of his head as well.
Oh, seriously?
All right.
Yeah, I was able to stabilize him, but he and the crew chief got.
We're fucked.
Yeah,
You're the only person not hurt.
I am the only person qualified to fly this.
All right, Joshua. It's actually very tranquil, quite again, after the shockwave passes.
Nice.
There's like no sound right now. Like
Sweet.
usually it's like fish swimming and like small sound. There's nothing right now.
They're probably all dead.
Probably, yeah. Can you roll me an observation check as you're kind of floating along?
Oh, sweet. One of my better rolls.
And can you also roll me a ally roll for your captain friend,
Mr. Thomas Jefferson.
Mr. Thomas Jefferson?
Well,
No relation.
roll 3d6 under 6, because that's what you said he was at.
Mhm.
Nope.
No,
No, Mr. Thomas Jefferson. And then you wanted perception, is what you said?
observation.
Okay. Observation. I need that. I wish that they would let me highlight it. There we go. Yikes.
Okay, sure. So you're just kind of floating along. You don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. You still have your vein thing on, so everything kind of looks a bit weird. Can you also roll me a will check?
Is that on when I am holding it, or just all the time?
Right now it seems like all the time, but you don't really have much of a sample size.
Well, at least I passed the will check.
Okay, so nothing bad happened. You also feel that the megalodon that you sent to kill the sub is still looking.
Well, at least I have a pet fish. That can be said to be good. Hunter killer fish.
Mm-hmm.
For the moment.
I mean, those missiles are pretty long, so it's going to take the megalodon a little bit to get to where the submarine is.
Mm-hmm.
Provided it was submarine level.
Okay. Can you
Well,
roll
Grisha's
another-
experience said it was submarine-based missiles.
Roll me another observation. Different one.
This I can do. Let's see if I can pass this one. Yeah, there we go. Crushed it. That'll make up for the failure from before.
Yeah. So as you're floating along, you start noticing. First, it starts with a stump on the hull,
Oh, dead fishies!
which kind of freaks you out. Oh no, it's coming from the top. That's what kind of freaks you out.
Oh.
And then very slowly, a body slides down the hull.
Oh no.
It's clearly human. It's clearly a sailor of the ship that Mr. Jefferson was on.
I'm gonna open the hatch.
You're like 200 meters underwater right now.
Well, oh yeah, we're under the water. I do not
Yeah.
open the hatch because I actually physically can't.
Yeah, you physically cannot.
So no drowning us, Alfred. Yikes. Gonna, let's see, gonna, I guess, pull out the camera and look around and be really sad.
Okay. You can tell with your veins thing that his throat has been cut. Kid, do you have medicine, first aid, anything like that?
Me? Medicine? First aid?
Okay.
Nope,
roll
none
me-
of that.
roll
Can
me
I,
a straight
can I, can I use interrogation? I know how to hurt people.
Actually, roll me a straight IQ check because I think this is something you'd know because you're Stavi.
Nope.
This
Apparently
is
I
not
don't.
something you know that you're Stavi.
I rolled a 15 on 11. Apparently I don't.
No, you do not. Okay. Alfonso's kind of a bit freaked out. And as you start looking around more, you start noticing you're basically swimming through quite a field of bodies right now.
Are any of them alive?
No.
Actually,
Besides, they're 200 meters down.
Yeah, I
If
was
they
just
were
thinking that
alive, they're
myself. The
dead.
moment I said, I was like, yeah, we're pretty far down. They're probably not alive anyway.
I can hold my breath really well.
Yeah, pretty much. They all kind of look like they've had relatively similar injuries.
Throat
Throat
slashings.
cut, heads sometimes bashed in, bullet wounds on their head, that sort of thing.
Yikes. So it
What
looks, so
hit
it's like
those
a...
guys?
So these guys got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask Alfonso to follow where the bodies are coming from. We need to find out what the fuck happened.
He kind of looks up a little and says, "We go up, maybe radiation though."
That's a valid point. It shouldn't affect us too badly, right? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Now that the blast is
He
gone.
looks at you and shrugs. Could be, couldn't be. Hard to say. And if we do get affected, we won't know for at least 24 hours. In which case, we may instantly die.
Can I roll an IQ roll just to see on the off chance if I would, if
Yeah, go for
going
it.
up to the surface would
Sure,
instantly vaporize us? I mean, I know that's
Sure, go
not
for it.
true, but radiation
Sure,
to
sir.
death.
Go for it.
It's not fucking Chernobyl, dude.
All right, yeah, past that.
Yeah, you're not too sure. You know it won't vaporize you. But you're not really sure where you are right now, or how thick the hull of the submarine is, or what kind of missile it was, or really anything else.
I mean, I personally know that a nuclear missile, it won't kill you because my grandpa actually was one of the first people to go to Nagasaki. So, and he lived to a ripe old age of
Different kind of
87.
nuclear missiles.
This is
Yes,
true. Those were
well-
atomic. I guess there is a slight difference.
Those were atomic, and he also probably didn't go like 30 minutes after they detonated.
It was like 2 hours.
Sure, but there were people who went in. Right?
Yeah, it was like 2
Survived,
hours.
but
He was like the first
They weren't. They
responder.
weren't exactly. They didn't exactly have a good rest of their life. And
Yeah, and
magnitudes more is what they launched. at.
Yeah, well, he was luckier than most, I think.
for all you know, you're basically right on top of the blast zone right now. So
Luckily, you're 200 meters underwater, and water is a huge insulator against radiation.
Well, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, we're fine right now.
We aren't.
Yeah, y'all fuck
Oh, we
boys.
away. We away. We gone.
Well, I'm not. I took the full fucking flash.
Oh yeah, Grisha's gonna die. He's gonna grow an extra head or something.
How many hit points are you at right now?
8. I have a broken rib. I'm missing like half of my fucking cheek. And,
And you have like the worst sunburn in recorded history.
Probably. Yeah.
correction, 2 broken ribs.
wait, 2 broken ribs?
Aha!
When did that happen? When did I break the second one?
At the same time.
You broke them at the same time.
Oh shit, that's right. Wait, I thought I only broke one. Fuck.
No, you broke 2.
Huh, well, you're fucked, bro.
Alright.
Can't do anything now that you have 2
so
broken
you're-
ribs.
So you're just kind of floating along right now, Joshua. You hear the occasional thump, which is less unnerving, especially now that you can basically see them coming.
That's still pretty unnerving. Their bodies.
Yeah, well, you get a call on the sat phone from Toasty.
It works all the way down here. Sweet. Hello, Toasty.
You got the
Toasty?
good sat phones. Oh, sorry.
This is
For sure.
true. So I was just gonna say hello.
Hey, boss.
What's going on? What's the status up there? What the hell happened to the Atlantis? What's going on?
I kind of look. You hear me like shuffle a little bit and spit something and go, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 guys alive. 3 of your team, if I remember correctly. Co-pilot's alive. Ollie and I are alive. We're flying right now with half a helicopter, and what else is there? Which boat are you talking about is alive?
The one. Well, either of the boats. Are neither of them alive?
No.
Not really.
Dot,
We were
dot, dot.
The blast zone, ground zero of 2, not old atomic bombs or anything like that, but 2 full-blown standard nuclear weapons from a submarine.
Yikes. Baltimore's gonna pause for quite a few seconds and say,
Can you get Jane on the radio?
I was
Please?
going to ask if you called her, and I assume not.
I don't have her number.
He's
so
gonna push
I
a
told
couple
her-
buttons on his phone, and it's gonna pull Jane up. Hopefully. 3-way. Ha ha ha.
Fuck you.
All right. It rings for a couple seconds,
Also
and
missing half my cheek.
then Jane comes up on the other line. Says, "Hey, boss.
So, we have some horrifying things to tell if you haven't already started getting some trickle news in.
Trickle news about what?
2 nuclear explosions.
Tell me you didn't just end the world."
No. it wasn't his fault this time. Some giggling
Yikes.
asshole launched 2 nuclear bombs, not bombs, missiles from a submarine at us right smack dab in the middle of the fucking Northern Atlantic Ocean. We lost 3 boats, including the Alloy Gemini 1. We lost the 2 boats that we were on, and we've got your boss in a small research sub, and our goofy asses, the rest of the team, including your Black Ops team, the survivors, in half of a hind.
You hear a sigh on the other end, followed by a very sarcastic, fantastic.
You're telling me I have to cut off part of my cheek.
Wait, you're worried about the cheek, and you caught a nuclear radiation wave.
I was wondering where I was a little more than 10.
Oh,
You like
boy.
hear the obvious facepalm.
Did you just say I went to Chernobyl when I was 10?
All right, well, let's start with the more important. Where's the helicopter right now?
Ollie! Give me coordinates.
Just gonna toss the GPS back for a second.
Catch it.
Alright.
List off the coordinates of our position and...
Fuck all.
Is he?
All right, and where are you going?
Cape Verde,
What about,
hopefully,
Oh, shit.
or somewhere between here and there if we're less lucky.
what about, 1200 kilometers, give or take
Oh,
a
actually,
few extra
move it forward some. He did the
from
first
Cape
roll.
Verde. We're going southeast.
It's the closest landmass we got. Unless you know of a smaller island out here somewhere that we could crash on.
That's the
Hopefully not
closest area
literally.
we got, actually, on this map, so... And I have no idea what the fuck the boss is going to do.
And if this were the South Pacific, we could find little islands just about anywhere. But no,
But no, it's the middle
we
of the
gotta get
fucking
nuked
Atlantic.
in the Atlantic.
I can hear you bitching from here.
I know, that's the point of bitching.
That's the point
Yeah.
of bitching.
You hear some clacking on the other end, and she says, "How's your turning?"
What?
I throw Ollie the sat phone.
Turning. How is your turning?
What turning?
Not good. I'm doing well just to keep it in a straight line. What do you need?
Well, if you could turn about 60 degrees north, there's a small set of islands there that you could crash on about 500 clicks away.
Is that an island?
It's not on this map.
Oh. Alfred pulled up Google Maps.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, give me coordinates. I'll try and make the turn.
All right, she gives you coordinates. They're about 550 kilometers away. They're really small islands.
How small we talking?
Small enough that you could have a runway if you took the entire island.
Oh, that's not too terrible. But this is still gonna
Yeah.
suck. Okay. While we shoot for those, this is gonna be a pain to try and turn this around. Oh,
Oh, yikes.
Less pedal, more stick.
If you want to turn that 60 degrees, you might want to luck that.
Okay. I will do this. No. Yes.
Okay, better. Yeah. All right, so it takes you about 50 minutes to do, but you very gingerly turn the helicopter until it's facing the correct direction. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, Jane goes on. Waldemar, where are you right now?
Under the water somewhere.
Could you be any more specific?
You know where I am. I do not.
Christ. Oh boy.
I'm in the submarine. It's like a little bubble submarine.
So does it have a transponder?
Does it?
Roll me an observation check.
You're the one who made this submarine, not me.
Well,
It's
Well,
like,
I
yo,
see
separation.
everything in the submarine. Whether or not there's a transponder, I do not know.
It does indeed have a transponder.
Neato! I turn it on. If it's not on, and if it is on, I rattle out where we are.
You turn it on. You turn it on. Yeah, you can get more or less your exact location from it, give or take a kilometer.
Sweet. Okay, so this is my location.
All right.
Alfonso, how much fuel do we have left?
He looks at the gauge and says, 35%?
Yikes. That's not enough fuel to get us there.
Maybe oxygen for 5 hours?
Well, let's get away from the immediate blast zone, and then we can surface and turn it off. Save fuel and oxygen for when we need it.
You hear Jane tapping away some more. And roll me a patron test.
Patron. I believe this is on a 9. Let me check, just make sure. Yes, this is on a 9. Roll 3d6. Under 9. Sweet! Don't need to lock it.
Alright. Yeah, so you hear some tapping away, and Jane says on the other end, there's a boat about 200 clicks away. Smaller boat. Get it to come over to your location.
Should we not go over there to prevent the whole radiation thing?
Well, not exactly your location. I'm not going to send it to a fucking nuclear war zone.
Okay, cool. We'll head over to them.
It's more like a nuclear skirmish zone.
Skirmish zone.
It wasn't my fault this time. Fuck you.
Oh, God damn it. Call me back in a few hours, alright?
Will do.
If we're still alive.
As she hangs up. Alright, Toasty. The other guys have managed to bandage up the guy well enough that he seems stabilized for now. He's not really conscious or lucid in any way, but you can tell that the bullet didn't actually go into his brain. It was kind of deflected by his skull.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
I don't know if I'd call him lucky.
He could be fucking gold zombie, dude.
This is true.
This
And
is
he
true.
could be in the midst of us trying to fucking fight him and kill him and then chuck his goofy gold
It's like
mask.
Irish luck. You get shot in the head, but you survive.
But you survived.
Alright. One of these Spec Ops guys comes through the hatch of the cockpit with you, Ollie, and sits down to the co-pilot seat
Okay,
and puts on a headset.
cool. That'd be very difficult in an attack helicopter, but let's go for it. I'm good with that.
It would be, but he has as much time as he needs, so
Yeah.
he radios over to you. All right, so where are we? In a very American accent.
Fuck all.
Okay, I'll tell him, what's going on. Tail rotor's out. This sucks. About 500 kilometers out. That's about an hour and a half for this little speck of dirt just off of the about 1,000 kilometers off of African coast. That's our
Luscious
nearest
African
port of
coast.
harbor, and we're still going to be over by about 15 minutes. And I think the last guy that I remember tried to fly a helicopter without a tail rotor.
Right.
So we're setting some records today.
We're fucked. Fantastic.
If we were
Well,
the first
we
people
are
to
not-
survive to
Not
mount
yet.
a nuclear bomb,
Not yet. We're not fucked yet, boys.
Not
while
yet.
they're doing that, I'm making contingency plans. Is there like emergency rafts and rations and shit like that in here?
Roll me a 3d6.
Yeah. 10.
Yeah. There's one emergency raft which should hold about 6 people. And enough food for maybe 3 days with 6 people.
I tell you, if I'm getting out of here, I am installing floaties on this helicopter.
Do it! Make this bitch seaworthy.
Alrighty, and Flemmer, can you roll me 3 more piloting checks.
Oh God, I don't have luck.
What are you talking about? You don't have luck.
Alrighty. Well, you don't crash and burn. So you managed to make the first hour of the flight just fine. Grisha, what are you doing while he's doing that?
He's beating his dick.
Making sure all the other guys. Not yet. I'm making sure all the other guys are set up and actually well, taking stock of what we have, and also probably. Well, no, I can't really treat my ribs here, but I'm ignoring it.
Alright. One of the guys passed you a bottle of vodka for the pain. You're not sure where he got a bottle of vodka in a wetsuit, but he's Russian, so, you know.
I have like cargo shorts on. Let me double check my shit. He probably stole it from one of my pockets.
Bastard!
Yeah, I start drinking a little with the other guys and just chilling out, taking stock of weapons, ammunition, food, tools, shit like that, seeing if we're actually gonna make it.
Alright.
We're done.
So, Ollie, so you managed to fly for about 2 hours. You lose about half of your altitude.
About 2 hours. Cool. That puts us like right over target.
Yeah, so you can actually see the dolphins now. They're very nice, but it's a bit concerning to be able to see the dolphins, really.
Yeah. Did they have gold on them?
No, just dolphins every once in a while below you. They're very majestic. You actually see your target landing zone coming up.
Okay.
And as you steer towards it, you start feeling the helicopter start shaking. You're gonna have to drop altitude by about half of what you have, and the helicopter very much it's not like you doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Just turn it off.
Well, you're trying to hit a target, not just float. Can you roll me one last piloting check?
Can we talk about this for about an hour?
Hold on, all of us, viewers included, join us in prayer. Nice guys.
God.
Join us. Please give us at least average rolls.
Fuck
you,
bonus,
dude!
Do I
told
bonus
you
from
to play with
Copilot?
me. God damn it!
Do I bonus from Copilot?
Oh yeah, he has a co-pilot this time.
That's a good question. Let's see. No.
Fudge.
Okay.
Just
well,
gotta hit near the land in itself.
Well, yeah. So you start tilting the nose down a little,
Mm-hmm.
and as you start going towards the land, you're pretty sure you're gonna hit it. But the problem you're now encountering is that you don't really have much of a way to slow down anymore.
Oh no.
That's okay. If it comes between missing the island and hitting the island but hitting hard, we're hitting hard. So I'm gonna tell everyone to brace.
You would rather hit the water hard, right?
No, you do not want to hit the water. You do not want to hit the water. It's just as hard as hitting the land, and then you stink.
Oh yeah, true. Then you're in the water. That kind of sucks. So never mind. Land
It's
is
horrible.
I'm just gonna sit there, look at all the other guys, and just buckle up gingerly because I've got broken ribs.
Yep, they buckle up too. Ollie and your co-pilot are already buckled up. So you start going in.
Never ends.
You start going into the island.
It's about to end.
You're about. You see a mountain coming up, and then you're over the mountain, and it starts going into a more gentle slope. You're about 3 times the height of the trees right now. There are a lot of birds panicking and flying, not into you, luckily, but around you.
Panicky.
And then you lower a little bit more. You hit the top of the trees, and can you roll me a 3d6 to see how bad this is?
Do I want high or low?
We're gonna say you want low.
Fudge.
Okay, yeah. So you hit the top of the trees. You're not quite flat, so the rotor goes into the trees.
Mm-hmm.
It goes through the first few trees, then it stops going through trees, and then you're pretty much in controlled crashing mode.
But it's controlled.
Yeah. Can you all roll me 2d6, Flemmer and Toasty?
Oh, 2d6 or 3d6?
2d6. Okay.
5.
Okay, well, you're both gonna get a -2 for the buckling. But Grisha, you're pretty good in the back. Ollie, there's a lot of shit that comes. The cockpit stops most of it.
Thank you,
but if you-
Oliver.
But a few things do come in. So you take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And Grisha, you take 3 additional points of damage.
It's the first damage I've taken this adventure.
I did break into the rib, didn't I? I'm at half HP.
Possibly. Alright. And then it pretty much just all comes to a stop. You're on a pretty gentle slope right now, so the helicopter is very slowly sliding downwards, but it's not really anything to be concerned about. Roll me a 1d10, Flemmer. Yeah, the helicopter's pretty fucked up. You lost the tail somewhere about 500 meters back. The front rotor's tilted in a way it really shouldn't be. Most of the cockpit's broken. Most of your instruments are broken. You're pretty sure at some point you tried to put down the landing gear. And you're pretty sure they're in some tree like 400 meters behind you now. The good news is you think you can fix it given enough time. But the bad news is right now it's pretty much as fucked as can be.
Okay,
So
I start
basically
scrounging
we're gonna need
for
a-
replacement parts.
So we're gonna need to get a ship with a crane, is what you're saying, Alfred.
Yeah, we need a ship with a crane or spare parts or
And-
both.
It's going to take a little bit more than spare parts. You basically need like a
Full
motor
shop,
pool.
yeah.
Yeah.
At least I picked up mechanic.
Tosi, after about 1 minute of the helicopter violently shaking, it comes to a stop. Everyone seems kind of relieved that they're not dead.
That's a good relief to have.
Okay, we don't know where we are, and people could have followed us, so let's set up some sort of perimeter.
What the fuck are they gonna do? Throw a third one at us?
Yes.
Oh, fuck you.
You see the co-pilot leverage a branch out of his chest. It doesn't-
Okay.
It doesn't look like it hit anything important. It's kind of like a few inches below where the heart should be.
Still, yikes.
He looks up at you, kind of looks at the wound, and says, I'll be fine for now.
Yeah. Let's get out of this thing. We need to do a full check, make sure we're not leaking anything.
Are we upside down?
No, you're about at a 60-degree angle to the ground right now, but you're not upside down.
We're gonna carefully extract our cycle and dog down anything that's leaking and just try and secure,
Alright.
stabilize,
Go
Breathe.
duct tape.
drink vodka.
It takes you a while to get the door open. It kind of got wedged. But you do eventually get it open. The island itself is actually quite beautiful. You're surrounded by trees and it's good temperature and it's birds and wildlife that comes to see you.
Oh, hey, look, jungle. The
Jungle.
one survival skill I don't have.
I mean, you can shoot a bird, right?
Yeah,
You can
I
have
have
food.
woodlands and everything. So I have
Um,
woodlands, and I think Grisha has like field and stream or something. So we should,
it's
What, survival?
yeah.
That's the thing. This is gonna be like island survival, and remember what I told you? The ocean.
no. That's ocean survival. This is still on land.
Oh yeah, there's that. So
So we still get defaults to our other skills.
Which is not good, right?
yeah, we have the same perception.
It's better
so
than
it's
if
gonna
we
be
had landed in the water, because there's no defaults between water survival and
Hmm.
land survival.
Well, we're gonna be have to roll under an 8 or less to actually get the
Yeah.
survival level.
Yeah.
Fun.
This is kind of one of those islands that's like kind of Galapagos is like completely secluded from the rest of the world.
Mhm.
So you're kind of gonna have to roll defaults anyways.
Check for aboriginals.
Oh fuck, we got guns. Fuck that shit. You're dead, dude.
Toasty just elects to mass extinction right off the
We
bat.
got a lot of guns, actually. We've still got
Oh,
the
fucking
50.
genocide,
we've
dude.
got
You're
a
gonna catch
mini-me.
I think
Anyway,
50, is the 50 alive? Does the 50?
does the 50
Roll me a
priest
1d10.
Okay. Is there bonuses to this because it's the mod deuce, dude? Come on.
That's a pretty good roll.
That's pretty darn good.
It's pretty. It's not quite fucked up. The barrel's maybe a little bent, but nothing you couldn't fix with like a hammer.
So what
needs
you're
hammer
saying
when you
is
have
it's
steel-toed
functional,
boot?
albeit barely.
Who
Basically,
needs hammer
yeah.
when you have steel-toed boot? Hold on this end.
It's okay. Replacement barrels are easy to find.
The all the Spec Ops guys back away from you
Yeah.
as you start kicking the machine gun.
I'm trying to fucking. It's at least unloaded first.
If you want it to be.
No,
you're
no.
not gonna be successful in kicking a 50 cal Sparrow back in place.
I am
Alrighty.
Russian. I've been steel.
So can both of you guys roll me
I am
survival?
not bent this steep.
So which one do you want? Mountain or
yeah.
river stream?
I've got Arctic, mountain, and woodlands. And suburban, but I don't care.
I'll say to still default to woodlands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at that! I almost passed. I needed an 8 or less.
All right. Yeah. So this is both kind of out of your elements, but with 4 Spec Ops guys to help you along, you managed to get the wounded out of the chopper and the bodies, create some little shelter for them.
The bodies.
Yeah, we've got
A lot of
2
bodies.
bodies and 2 wounded, so.
You're not particularly sure where the hell you are right now.
Sure
So
I am. GPS.
Alrighty. So you're on.
Now, but I've got the coordinates of it.
Right. So you're on a small island called. Oh god, what is this their place called? Just a second. Just a second. I need to figure out what it's actually called.
It's called
The
Fuck
island?
All Nowhere.
Also, I'm about to draw something for you here, cause
Santa Maria. You're on Santa Maria.
this is where we came from, so that's ground zero.
Oh yeah, good point. Leave that there. Here, Alfred, can you put like a sticker of like a nuclear symbol right there for us? It'd be suited.
Here, I'll work on that. You keep doing what you're doing.
Alrighty. So you're on the island of Santa Maria. The good news is there are actually people on this island. So it's not too bad.
Is that good news?
Yikes, Alfred.
Yeah, that works.
The entire world just got nuked. Just a second.
I was gonna say the entire world just got nuked.
How
Oh my
how
God.
badly is NORAD probably shitting itself?
It's possible NORAD launched it. We don't know.
We
We got
have
nuked
no
by a
idea.
fucking sub, dude.
Yikes, Alfred just told Grisha's ex to go fuck itself.
She was a
Alrighty.
bitch.
So you're pretty sure there's people on the island. But
Wait, there's people on the island? There's aboriginals?
no, there's actual people. There's actually an airport on this island. Funnily enough.
Oh,
Oh, this is
That's not
inhabited.
bad. Yeah, but there are quite a few clicks away from you. Maybe if you're lucky, someone saw you go down.
It's not every day
we
you
don't
see a
want them to
hive
know,
with
really.
no fucking tail flying in.
Yeah.
What was the
Yeah.
name of the island? Santa Maria?
Santa Maria, yeah. The island's small enough that you're pretty sure somebody saw you go down. But it's not entirely clear if they're gonna come look for you.
I'm checking the weapons and ammo and armor and shit like that, cause
Yeah, we're doing full check.
Alrighty.
And then Ollie's going to
Yeah, how fucked is my gear?
lean up underneath one of the little stubby wings of the helicopter and just sit back, pull out like his little journal, and just start
Alright.
relaxing.
Oh, I got a funny thing. Ollie totally sees Grisha take his plate carrier and shirt off and fucking grab duct tape and sticks and just start duct taping his fucking ribs back.
Oh no! Oh, let someone who knows what they're doing take care of that.
God. Okay, so
Like who?
No, and Ollie's going to say like, well, I can come over here.
your gear is pretty much fine, Jesse. It's yeah, it's mostly Russian stuff, so you know.
It's mostly Russian
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, so you
I'll
managed
set Grisha.
you managed to bandage his face and splint his ribs and all that. You don't have very much to do it with, but you're pretty sure you got him in a state where he won't kill himself.
Duct tape and sticks, dude.
Oh, I still use duct tape and sticks, but I use proper bandages and dressings too.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, so, Joshua,
Yeah.
what are you doing for the next hour and a third?
Well, so Alfonso and I are gonna leave Ground Zero, as effectively as we can, and then we're gonna surface and hail the other ship, let them know more or less our location, and then gonna put the ship, on reserve power, kind of keep everything at an absolute minimum, just to make sure that it doesn't, die. And then I'm going to be, I guess, pulling out a pair of binoculars and scanning the surface for survivors, just in case, anyone from my friends lived. I would really like it if some did.
Okay, roll me a 3d6.
Just a flat 3d6.
Yep.
Yikes. Oh, it's type 3d60.
Not really. At least you can't tell if anybody's survived.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, but you're pretty sure you're out of the blast zone now. You can't really see the ships anymore, so, probably a good thing. You hail the ship, the captain answers you. He's an old, Englishman. You've been told it's a pretty small ship. It's called the Safari Quest.
Safari Quest. What's up with you and your lovely generic names?
Hey.
I'm not hating, don't mind
What you get.
I just find it kind of funny.
This is what you get. So the captain of the Safari Quest hails you. Well, you hail him. And he gets on line and says, yes, we've received the distress beacon.
Yes, we're the distressed ones. We have a research submarine that doesn't really work for the current intended purpose.
Alright, don't worry, we'll be there in 9 hours.
9 hours, Alfred?
What, ships don't move that fast?
Yeah, we were in a helicopter. We were booking.
I was gonna say, even a small ship would be able to, easily get 7 to 9 knots.
Yeah, and you're like 200 miles away, man.
200 divided by 9 is a much larger number than 9. I'm gonna take 9.
Maths.
Definitely gonna take 9 hours. I don't care what type of, funkery is going on there.
Alright, they say you've been about 9 hours away. You've got about 15% fuel left right now.
Alright, we'll turn off.
Oh no, Alfonso's already turned off the engine. You don't have to worry about oxygen anymore. Alfonso's kind of trying to huddle down to the hull. He's a bit paranoid about the radiation.
I'll, try to console him then. Otherwise, I'm probably going to, other than that, I would definitely make a call to Jim. And actually, I'm going to go ahead. Can I roll an ally roll for Jim?
Sure, go for it. You don't really need to roll one to contact him, but if you want him to do something, you'll have to roll an allied roll.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well then roll me an allied roll.
Fuck.
Alright, so you call him and what do you say?
I don't think that's really worth. I'm trying to decide if I want to luck that or not.
Up to you.
I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and call him. I'm going to, let him know what's going on over here. And what I was going to ask him to do was, because by letting him know in advance, he can, prepare if in case there's any, PR disaster or anything like that. But what I was going to ask him to do is maybe, push, a press release or something like that. Just to give us the better hand, you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. So you call him, he answered the line, hey Walmart, how's life?
Not good. We have a issue with nuclear missiles.
Did you end the world, Olimar?
No, why does everyone keep asking if I ended the world? I didn't end the world.
Alright, what's the issue with the nukes?
Well, 2 of them were just detonated over here in the Atlantic Ocean, and I wanted to let you know that. I figured you would want to know that, especially because I was right there.
Huh. You hear some clicking clacking on the other end. Nothing on the news about it. I'll go through some of my back contacts, but... And you sure they were nuclear missiles?
I'm positive. If you don't see news soon, that means probably one of the Nine Eyes is trying to hide it. I don't know if it was the Americans or not. It could be Americans. It could be Chinese. It could be Russians. It was a Russian guy who recognized the missiles, so I think it's Russian. So maybe fish around and see what we can pull up. Try and keep ourselves safe and insulated from this affair.
Alright, will do, Waldemar. Safe travels.
All right, I'll keep in contact.
You do that. He hangs up on the phone.
All right, click.
Alrighty, so you're just kind of floating. Are you just gonna float for 9 hours?
Do I have internet?
I'm gonna play some League of Legends.
Hell yeah, let's play some
Perfect
League.
Question. Just got nuked. Time to play a round of League. Fuck this.
I mean, it seems like a pretty good strategy.
I'm gonna say your work laptop has one of those things where you can like get crappy but actual internet anywhere.
Nice. All right, so I'm going to spend all 9 hours working on my company. That's a joke. Actually, he's gonna end up having to spend at least an hour working on it.
Okay.
He will swap with Alfonso. He'll let Alfonso sleep, 5 hours and sleep 4 himself because it's good to get some rest.
Okay.
After that sort of shit. During the other time, like when he's awake, he's either going to be working on his company or that's basically it. Professional, just working that professional skill. This is what I have to do. I will spend 30 minutes to press my suit though to make it look good again.
Of course, yes.
I have to. A gentleman has to look good at all times. It doesn't
We're
matter.
gonna take a 5-minute bio break.
All right, so we're gonna
wait,
take
before
5
we
minutes
go,
on the stream.
What are you doing about the guy you have in the sub with you?
He's just kind of cowering in a corner.
I forgot he was there too. So
He heard the whole talk about getting nuked.
actually,
he's not very
since
happy.
he is here, I actually am gonna ask him to hail the other sub and see if it's still alive.
Okay. He very
Make an offer
shakily.
you can't refuse.
He's very
Like to
shakily
work
for
for
broadcasting. But in about 30 seconds, it's pretty clear that nobody's out there.
Right? We alone, buddy. Hope you don't mind.
What'd you say?
I said we're alone, buddy. Hope you don't mind.
He takes a look at the ocean. You can see in his eyes there's like a very distinct. I probably should take my chances with the ocean look, but then he thinks better.
Just go to sleep. It'll be over.
He keeps cowering in the corner.
Yikes.
Just go to sleep. It'll be over.
Go to sleep. It'll be. All right. Maybe someone from the Stasi shouldn't be saying that.
Just look
but...
at the flowers. Puts one behind the fucking ear.
Just look at
Tell
the
me about the
flowers.
Might as well just cut your fucking losses, dude. Seriously, this guy's gonna talk so much shit.
Anyways, 5-minute break.
All right.
Okay, cool.
We'll
Cut
be
your fucking
right back.
losses, dude.